talk about bullying, we refer to single episodes that can happen in schools or in society. When we refer to family, we see parents as the savior of a bullied child. If a child is brave enough to report the abuse of some of his friends or um, scholars or boys who just bully him or her at school. They are heroes. These little boys are heroes. These bullied boys are heroes if they can report their haters to their parents. But what happens when the bullies, when the haters are the parents themselves? In my case, in my life, my parents bullied me since I've bullied me since I was a little child, little boy, since I was 7 or 8 years old. My father started spitting at me and saying I'm a monster. I was ugly, that I was ugly, that I was stupid, that I was a handicapped man, a handicapped boy, that I was useless. And he started to call me names, to beat me off, to hurt me both physically and mentally, because he needed to vent all, he needed to feel better from all the hard work he did during his day. So when he came back home from work, he needed to beat someone, he needed to insult someone, and he chose me, of course, the firstborn. Uh, Even if he beat my mother too, and he always started to um, be aggressive with me, and behaving just like a bully as a teenager boy, full of hate, full of despite towards me. He just said that he always said that I was abnormal, I was pitiful and so ugly. He was sick looking at me. As for my mother, um, she shared the vision my father had of me, but she was more an unaffective woman. She despised me in silence. She didn't want me around her. She said that she preferred my father beat me, my father spitted at me, than to her. So when his husband was nervous, she told him that she should beat me and spit at me and insult me because she had two children, my brothers, to take care of. So, in her mind, it was better to let a single child being insulted and humiliated by her husband that the fact that the two other little boys being involved. With the time, my mother became more and more violent and aggressive towards me because she considered me and a normal, an animal, someone who is sick, mentally broke, so she could release all her hate she felt towards her against her husband. She released this hate against me. She started to insult me, saying that I was disgusting, I was mentally ill. She tried to have me locked up in an asylum multiple times just because I didn't speak to anyone. I just lived closed in a room to defend myself from my father. So she tried to have me locked up somewhere else. And this is the story of me as a teenager, as a young man, just a victim of the violence of my family. Now I live locked up in a room, but I can um, have a life far from the violence of my parents, uh, because they are now very old, and now I'm free from their violence. Even if my life is now destroyed, I cannot go out anymore, but I still have some money from the state I can live with, so I'm happy enough in my loneliness, in my solitude, with my computer, and I can talk through my videos. Thank you for listening to me, and see you in the next video.